There's so much inspiration all around us, whether outside or in our homes. Inspiration for art projects are interesting. On my little look around the place today, I found a black bag and some black pots, and I have a really good idea. So we're going to be making, out of the materials, a black swan. So begin by drawing a rough outline of the swan. So if we take a closer look at the swan, you can see that there are loads and loads of like rippled feathers. So you're going to take your black plastic, fold it over and fold it over again to cut a few out at the same time. And you just want to cut out shapes. That are similar to this. Cut out some smaller ones too. So that's lots of different sizes of shapes cut. Now I'm using PVA glue, but you can use a glue stick. And begin by applying your glue as we always do. And starting with your little pieces that you cut first, just begin to layer them. So we've completed the head and the neck. Now we need to start thinking of the body. Now there are some larger feathers at the top end, so we need again to work backwards in this area. So make sure you put plenty of glue down and start layering your pieces. This is where the larger pieces really come in handy. So keep going until you've completed this process here. Now it should be looking like this, but when you look back at the original picture, you will notice that there are more definition there. So I decided to take our plastic pot that we had that was breaking up and to use this. So we've got very shiny material and a bit more of a matte material. So all you're going to do is cut it down. You're playing around with shapes again. I want to create some scallops like this, but this time I want to cut them so they end up with shapes like this, and that's where we're going to layer them on top. So I've cut a variety of shapes and sizes, and I want to start the top end here. And I want to make sure that as I come down this wing, the pieces get smaller. It's just defining areas and making the textures look more interesting. So have some fun and experiment over your whole of the swan. Now I need to concentrate on the beak and the eye area. So I've gone back to my felts. I've got an orange one and a black one. So just keep going until you finish the beak. Now I just need to put in a little bit of the eye. You can leave it like this, or I'm going to put in some background, and I'm just going to use the watercolours and put some blue around it. So begin by putting in some backing colour. I've mixed a blue, a green and some white together because I don't want a rich blue. So keep going until all of the background is done in this first wash of colour. I've started putting in a slightly darker shade on the underneath. Then I'm going to get a darker blue mixed with some brown and some black, because we are now creating the shadow of the swan into the water. Then just go back on top of your other part of the paint and so there you have it, your finished piece.